Hey guys, I hope you're having a nice day. So, Elon Musk, when it comes to his warnings of AI, he's kind of full of crap. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain why I think he's full of crap, why I think he knows he's full of crap, and what the real concern is. So, what I mean by this is that every other day you can hear maybe in some news feed or new YouTube video or some announcement where Elon Musk will declare the dangers of AI. You know, this fear of the singularity, the Skynet. So of course I'm talking about artificial intelligence, and the singularity is when the AI becomes self-aware, and of course it will destroy us because that's what you know intelligent machines would do. They would take over the world. So why is this not a fear? Well, okay, so let's really talk about what is AI really quick. This doesn't have to get deep. We'll just talk about AI in the sense of what's going on here, because calling it artificial intelligence, calling it intelligence is a bit misleading. And even the tools they use to teach this intelligence to teach it smart is misleading, using machine learning, because it's not really learning anything. But so I'll explain this with just an example, not an example, I guess more of an analogy. So imagine there's this restaurant, like an amazing, sorry, I'm trying to get my chair situated here. Excuse me. There's this amazing restaurant where they have the infrastructure and facilities to prepare any type of meal you want from anywhere in the world. But when you go there, after you order your meal or before, it gets all of this information from you. It gets your age, it gets your race, it gets your ethnicity, it gets where you were born, it gets everywhere you've lived. It gets your religion. You get the idea. So this restaurant does this for millions of people, and it notices it has a program it let's just say that it notices that I keep saying notice. That's not the word I want to use, but it says, let's put it this way: it picks up that if you're from the southern U.S., there's a 75% probability that you'll want fried. Okay, if you're from the southern U.S., there's a 99% probability you'll want fried food. Okay, whatever. If you're from India, there's a 70% chance you're a vegetarian. If you're from Israel, there's a 90% chance that you don't eat pork. Probably more like a 99% chance that you don't eat pork. So what happens eventually is that when people come into this restaurant, it stops asking them what they want. You just enter the information and you say, okay, here's my age, here's my race, here's my ethnicity, here's my religion. These are all the places I've lived, and it suggests food. And you could say that this computer, this machine, is thinking. It's able to think and come up with what you want to eat, but it's not. All it's doing is saying, it's getting all these probabilities. It's saying that if you're from this place, there's a probability that you want that. So if if you're from a country that's majority Muslim, it's not going to offer you pork chops. If you're from a country which may be an island country or has a large coastline, it's going to offer you greater probability of seafood, that sort of thing, right? But this isn't thinking, because, well, if you're thinking, you can improvise, you can be given new information, and you can work with it. But if an individual were to go to that restaurant, let's say someone who represents a demographic or region of the world that computer, that machine has never encountered, let's say an indigenous person from the Amazonian rainforest, it may not know what to do. Instead, what it would do is maybe offer something which would be totally off. And we actually see this in the machines. Think about it so if you ask an AI now to write a essay on Kierkegaard in English, it can actually do a competent job with it. Maybe that of a high or college freshman, a competent college freshman writer, right? It's not going to be groundbreaking, but you'll be able to comprehend it, and it'll be informative, and it'll be well enough written. But if you asked it to do it in Somali, it wouldn't do a very good job of it, because it doesn't have enough text in Somali to read from. It doesn't have an example of that. All right. It can't go back and let me, find some Somali, or let me, read some. It's not going to be able to do that. All it can do is use the information that's given to it. Maybe that's not the best example, but there you go. All right. So The thing is, Elon Musk knows this. He completely knows all this, and just to show how much he knows, that he's actually starting his own AI firm, XAI, because Elon Musk is obsessed with the letter X. He wants to throw X on everything. So if he's really concerned with this, why is he getting into it? Well, okay, explain that. It's kind of the same reason why he keeps telling us there's such a danger to it. Because if you have this technology and you tell the world of how amazing it could be bad consequences, amazing could be good consequences, but you talk about how amazing it is, then you drum up interest in it. It's like if your friend's walking by a garbage can and he tells you, man, this thing smells god awful, you got to come over and check this out. There's a chance that you may go check it out just out of curiosity. And Elon Musk has been doing this for years, and with his over-promising, over-predicting. I mean, think about his cars. Self-driving cars. How's that worked out for us so far? I mean, is self-driving car technology improving? Absolutely. Has Elon Musk delivered what he's claimed he was going to deliver? Absolutely not. So, what is the real danger of AI? Well, there's several dangers of AI. One danger of AI that we don't think about is the environmental impact of AI, the amount of energy that these learning models use. The other impact is the social implications, the fact that these AI learn from pre-existing texts that have their biases. So even if when you ask that AI to write a report, the language it uses, even though it may not explicit say whatever, the language it uses may be biased because the people that it was that wrote the text that it was learning from were biased. And the other danger is that essentially certain people losing their jobs. So the fear before was that robots and AI were going to take the job of labor, that blue collar workers were going to be in trouble. But it turns out that's actually like certain white collared and creative types, copywriters, artists. I mean, the AI isn't good at that. It's not great, but it's competent. And if you run a business, you don't need the best artist. You don't need the best copywriter. You just need competent. At least that's the way you see it. Now, Elon Musk isn't going to talk about this because he is the owner of the capital. He is the one that has, he's going to benefit from this. So the real dangers, the real things we should be concerned about, Elon Musk, not only is he not talking about it, not only is he not reporting it, but he actually can benefit from it. And if you are concerned that an AI is going to get on, right-wing news sources and say really bad things about, ethnic minorities, queer people, and then produce stories or produce text with that same bias, with that same prejudice, I can guarantee you Elon Musk isn't really concerned about that. If you really want to know about the dangers of AI, there was a paper published in 2021 called On the Dangers of Stochastic Parrots, written by, amongst other computer scientists, Timit Gibru. I actually covered this paper in one of my earliest videos I did for this channel. So there are real concerns about AI, social and environmental, that you may not think about, that Elon Musk definitely isn't going to address because, well, those dangers, those concerns, he either doesn't care about them or he stands to profit from them. So if you really want to know about the issues with AI, this is a good paper to start with, and these are the people you should listen to, and not Elon Musk.